bombshell by different Pandavas. So text 14, if you see the text 14, I'll just go to the. So tatai shvete higher yukte mahati sandhani stito madhava pandavaschaiva divya shanko pradutmato. So if you see, there are tata shvete. Shvete means white horses. White horses. Shvete means white. Higher means horses. Mahati, it is a beautiful chariot, which is uh, which is given to Arjuna. So today we will be majorly focusing on this part of it, because there is a good story which is associated with this. And um, there is one particular situation in which we see that Krishna was acting as a Parthasarathi for the first time. So it happens when Yudhishthira gets the part of the Kuru kingdom. It's called as Kandav Prasth. Kandav is a forest, and then all the Pandavas work on it and make it Indraprasth. So Indraprasth is one part of it, which is very close to the current day Delhi geographically, and Kandav is actually a forest area, and this forest area has a lot of huge forest area, and lot of lakes are available, and there is lot of gardens very close to on the outskirts of the forest. So when after the inauguration of the Indraprasth kingdom, and Yudhishthira being a king for that Indraprasth, Arjuna and Krishna are together. So every relative goes off. Arjuna and Krishna are together. They are going to the outskirts of the forest, and they are there together for a discussion. They reminisce about different um, military engagements, different warfares that they have gone through, different astras they have, and so on. So when they are discussing this, one time they are sitting in an ivory seat. There's a very good description of a seat where they are both sitting together and discussing. At the time, a tall brahmana comes there, comes to them, and he comes straight to them and says that he is very hungry. So then Arjuna and Krishna are seeing one another. Who is he, and why he is asking for food? Then they ask, "What do you want?" So that Brahmana tells that I am very hungry and I want this forest to be burnt. Know me to be Agni, and I have previously attended a sacrifice conducted by King Suketu, and after attending that sacrifice, I am facing indigestion. So if I burn this forest, then my indigestion will be solved. This is what Brahma has recommended. So I have been trying to burn this forest for quite some time, but every time I burn this forest, every time I burn this forest, try to burn this forest, Indra, who is friend of Takshaka, pours rain, and this is to protect Takshaka, who is within this forest. So I am not able to burn this forest at all, and I am still suffering from this indigestion. So I am approaching you today so that you help me burn this forest. Then once again, the Arjuna and Krishna are just thinking why he is coming and asking us. That time Agni further explains this Kanda forest has lot of demons, Rakshasas, who have taken the body of animals. So animals generally do not have any karma. So when Rakshasas take the form of animals and they attack human beings or kill them, then they don't incur any sins. Therefore, they are misusing their form to commit more and more sins. Therefore, by burning this forest, it is not only that I will solve my indigestion problem, but also it will be the general well being of the entire earth. Therefore, please help me. Then, when he says like this, Arjuna is thinking and saying that, "Oh Agni, it is this the task that you have given to me is a formidable task. It requires a powerful bow, and inexhaustible quiver, and a very strong chariot, a magnificent chariot. I require all this for me to go around the forest and kill all animals and ensure that they are going inside the fire, not coming out, not trying to escape. When they try to escape, I am traveling so fast in the chariot that I don't allow them to go out of the ring of fire. So I need this. So when he says this, Agni closes his eyes for a second, and then Varuna appears there. And Agni explains the same thing to Varna and tells that, "Oh Varna, in depths of your ocean, there are so many things. Can you give um, Arjuna with bow and arrows and a bow and quiver, and then also the chariot?" So as soon as he tells that, Varuna is able to bring Kandiva. Kandiva is the bow. It is as tall as any man, as tall as Arjuna. And as soon as Arjuna picks it, it looks so nice. And as soon as he twangs it, it sends tremor in the neighboring area. And then he gets two quivers which he puts at the back, and then Somadev, he comes out and he gives the beautiful chariot. So as soon as Arjuna is getting into he ascends the chariot, it looks like he's ascending in heaven. And Krishna gets inside that and says that I will be the charioteer for Arjuna. So this is the first time Arjuna and Krishna are acting as the chariot driver and the warrior. So this is the Parthasarathi. So now what happens is, uh, Arjuna says to Agni, "Okay, now you start blazing the Kandava forest. I will go around and ensure that no animal goes out, and you keep burning the animals and get yourself satisfied and come out of the indigestion." So he starts going around the Kandiva forest, and then the blaze starts. Now the animals are trying to escape, but Arjuna is so fast, so quick that he pushes all the animals in. Interestingly, this news reaches Indra, and Indra, in order to save his friend Takshaka, immediately sends uh, huge rain. But the blaze of the fire is so powerful that the entire rain gets evaporated the once it touches the fire, the periphery of the fire. But then he intensifies the no, rain, and that time we see that Arjuna is now shooting arrows in quick succession and close to one another, that no raindrop enters into the fire. So this is similar to the Govardhana Hill Leela of Krishna. So there, Lord Krishna lifted Govardhana Hill to protect the devotees from the torrents of rain. And here also, um, Arjuna is building an umbrella, but this umbrella is to uh, enclose the demons and rakshasas, non-devotees, and burn them. But the antagonist in both the cases is Indra. That is the thing. So he shoots arrows as close as possible that no water enters, and for every thunderbolt and the cloud which Indra sends, Arjuna is putting a Vayu Astra, and this Vayu Astra is dissipating the clouds, and it ensures a huge blow of air on the fire. So this air and the burning flesh of the animals makes the fire more intensified. It starts burning more and more. So that time, Indra is engaging all his other lokopals like Yamadharmaraja, who has Kaumuduki, not Kaumuduki, he has his own weapon. I don't remember that. Then Varuna is having Varna Pash, and then we have Kuvera as his mace. So all these three people, they throw their weapons, and in addition to this there are Maruts, Ashwini Kumaras, they also wage war on Arjuna. But Arjuna is so powerful, he is so dexterous, he is able to counter all of them. So during this time, Takshaka's wife and his son Ashwasen try to escape. Arjuna is very quick to sever the head of the snake women. But Ashwasen, when he shoots arrow at Ashwasen, there is a blow of air from Indra. Therefore, Arjuna loses his concentration. So this Ashwasen escapes. So this Ashwasen comes back in the Mahabharat war as one of the astra which Karna uses against Arjuna. So this is something which we just have to understand. That's all. And and then so this happens continuously. So Indra is actually happy that his son is becoming is so proficient in use of weapons, and at one hand he is happy like this, and other hand he is trying to protect his friend Takshaka. So when this is happening, there is a voice coming at the background which says that, "Oh Indra, the Takshaka whom you're trying to protect has already left Kandava forest. He's no more in Kandava, and your attempt to defeat Arjuna and Krishna is a very a weak attempt, because they are Naranarayana rishis who have come in the form of human beings, and they are enacting this role of Krishna and Arjuna to establish Dharma. So therefore, you please give up this fighting act and settle this." So then uh, Indra is stopping his war, and Indra comes down, and then he asks for the benediction. What do you want? He asks Arjuna. Arjuna is telling that I want celestial weapons. I want celestial weapons. Being Kshatriya, he wants celestial weapons. So that time, Indra says that definitely there will be a time when you will meet Mahadeva, Lord Shiva. When you meet Lord Shiva, he will be giving you Pashupatastra. And soon after that, I will take you to heaven, and there you will get chance to get the celestial weapons. Like that, Indra says. Then he looks at Krishna. So Krishna then says that I want my relationship with Arjuna to remain forever. So here we see that Lord always wants relationship with devotees. So this is something which we should always keep in our mind. And Krishna always likes us. So it is our duty to turn towards him by following proper sadhana, following regulatory principles, chant 16 rounds, and so on. So this is a phenomenal task which Arjuna and Krishna took. And you now understand why this is one of the signs of victory, because the uh, the chariot, the Kandiva bow, the quiver are undefeatable. So, and when Krishna and Arjuna are there together, nobody can defeat them. So even the entire devtas who try to defeat them, but they were undefeatable. But they all came down and gave their blessings. So this is the first sign of victory. So in this particular case, I'll just share my screen once again. So we see that Mahati Sandane Stito. So they are seated on a magnificent chariot. This chariot is something which is first sign of victory. Then Madhava. So there is a very good explanation for Madhava. Let me go to the presentation. So Madhava is Krishna's name in BG 1.14, and it is appearing in Vishnu Sahasranama in three different places, in Shloka 21, Shloka 31, and Shloka number 97, 91. So let us see what those shlokas are. So sloka number 21 is Ishana Pranada Prano Jesta Shrestha Prajapati Hiranya Garbo Bhugarbo Madho Madhusudana. So this is from the Baldev Vidyabhushan's commentary on Vishnu Sasana. So there, Madhava, there is explanation that he is husband of goddess of fortune. But Baldev Vidyabhushan gives this meaning. And Bhakti Vinod Thakur explains that this Madhava can be also interpreted as husband of Radharani. You can see here. And we can further say that it can be also written as husband of gopis of Vrindavan. So this is one interpretation of Madhava. Then in text 31, Vedyo Vedyo Sada Yogi Viraha Madhavo Madhuhu Atindriyo Mahamayo Mahotsaho Mahabalaha. Madhava is the master of all transcendental knowledge. So this there is a shloka in Harivamsa 3.88.49. Baldev Vidyabhushan cites this shloka. The meaning of the shloka is, O Lord Hari, knowledge of transcendence is known as Ma, and because you are the master of all transcendental knowledge, you are known as Madhava. So this is the other meaning of it. Then text number 91 from Vishnu Sasana, Eko Naika Savakakim Yattat Padamanuttamam Lokabandhur Lokanado Madhavo Bhakta Vatsala. So here Baldev Vidyabhushan says that Lord Krishna, he spoke Bhagavad Gita and is trying to remove our illusion. So so this is one of the interpretation of the name Madhava. So in Prabhupada's commentary of Bhagavad Gita, I just go back to the slide. If you see the Prabhupada's commentary on this, he gives the Madhava as goddess of fortune. He says this. Now, why we should learn Vishnu Sahasranam? Why we have to interpret Vishnu Sahasranam? Actually, there are many reasons there. One reason is that Baldev Vidyabhushan, who has given the commentary for Bhagavad Gita, also has given commentary on Vishnu Sahasranam. Our Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is based on Baldev Vidyabhushan's commentary of Bhagavad Gita. So we know that it is an important commentary. Then, so Vishnu Sahasranam is important. Then Bhakti Vinod Thakur, as as told in many places that Mahabharata's two jewels, one jewel is Bhagavad Gita, another jewel is Vishnu Sahasranam. Third one, we have instances where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to listen to Vishnu Sahasranam, and whenever he used to hear Srivasa Thakur, he used to read Vishnu Sahasranam for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and whenever he used to hear Narsimha's name, he used to get into the mood of Narsimha, and he used to run in the streets with the mood of Narsimha. And then he realized that when people are running in fear, he realizes, no, this is not the avatar suitable for Kali Yuga, because the people are all very uh, people are very simple, and they are not as demonous as Hiranyakashipu. Therefore, it is important that we become Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But when he expressed this feeling to Srinivas Thakura tells that whoever has seen you in this feeling of Narsimha, they have all got delivered. So it is interesting that we have Vishnu Sahasranam. If we have a good understanding of Vishnu Sahasranam, our understanding of Lord and His opulences becomes much nicer. And then another sign of uh, victory is the transcendental Shanka. I just go back to the presentation. So it's a transcendental conch shell, which is the sign of Lord. So transcendental chariot given by Agni. It is one of the signs of victory. Krishna is addressed as Madhava. So this is a sign of victory. Arjuna is here addressed as Pandava. So we will try to understand all the names. So here Pandava means son of Pandu. So that is the interpretation of Pandava. Now going back to text number 15. Panchanjanyam Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Poundrum Dadmu Mahashankam Bhima Karma Vrakodara. So this Panchanjanyam, just going back to the story I was telling. So in the Kanda forest, when the entire episode is completed, and Indra has left, Agni is there, Krishna is there, and Arjuna is there. Then they see that one Maya Danava is escaping from the forest, burning forest. So that time, Agni throws his fire, and then Krishna is sending its Sudarshan Chakra. But Maya Danava, being intelligent, falls to the feet of Arjuna. Then Arjuna says that, "Oh Krishna, please protect him." So both Krishna and Agni, retrieve their weapons. So then Maya Danava is saved. But now Maya Danava is holding the legs of Arjuna and telling him that you have protected me. What do you want from me? So that time, that time Arjuna tells that it is my Kshatriya Dharma uh, that I protected you. I don't want anything in return. Probably you should ask Krishna. Then Krishna says, no, I don't want anything. Because Arjuna protected you, I withdrew my weapon. I don't want anything. But then still Maya Danava insists. Then Arjuna says that you make something which will make Yudhishthira happy. So then Maya Danava says that he is very good in construction. So then Arjuna and Krishna tell him to construct the Maya Sabha in Indraprastha palace. So it is in this palace that the Rajasuya sacrifice happens, and Krishna is declared as the Agra Purush in that palace. So Mayadanava is doing all this, and at that time, he also brings one important thing, that is the conch shell called as Panchanjanya. So this Panchanjanyam, um, sorry, not Panchanjanam, Devadattam. So he brings the Devadattam conch shell from his list of things that he wanted to give to Pandavas. So he gives this Devadattam to Dhananjaya, so to Arjuna. And Dhananjaya is the name of Arjuna. Now Panchanjanyam, there is a interesting story about Panchanjanyam also. When Krishna and Balarama are completing their education at Sandipani Muni's house or in Gurukul, they ask, what do you want in return from for all the education? So Sandipani Muni tells that I want my dead son back. So then they also tell that he's gone missing from Prabhasha Kshetra. So both Krishna and Balarama, they go to Prabhasha Kshetra and ask Varnadev, where is the son? So then Varnadev says that there is one Rakshasa called Panchanjanya. So they jump inside and they try to they kill the Rakshasa, and he's actually in the form of a conch. So that conch shell comes as the shelf of um, Krishna. And then they further travel and go to Yamadharmaraja and retrieve the son of Sandipanimi. So Krishna gets his conch shell during this pastime. So Panchanjanyam Rishikesha. So Rishikesha is another name of Krishna. So let us see what does Vishnu Sahasranam has to sell on Rishikesha. So Rishikesha, Aprameyo Rishikesho Padmanabho Amara Prabhu, Vishwakarma Manustvasta, Swatista Stavista Staviro Dhruvaha. So there is a very good explanation given in the purport of Srila Prabhupada, and it more or less no, Baldev Vidyabhushan also uses the same. So he uses the Rishikesha is the owner of all the senses. And here, interesting thing that we need to know is he is going to directly control the senses of Arjuna in this, and he is going to bring victory to Pandavas and establish Dharma. So, in the previous instance where Krishna and Arjuna together burned the Kanda forest, the main purpose there was to establish Dharma, kill demons and establish Dharma. Here also, Krishna and Arjuna are together to destroy the demons and establish the Dharma or the rule of Yudhishthira on earth. So that is the main purpose. So we can clearly understand that why Rishikesha is used. So Arjuna's senses are going to directly engage in the service of Lord Krishna, and they are going to get benefited and establish the dharma in on earth. So this is the main purpose here. I'll go back to the thing. So we in this specific case we saw few things. Just a moment. So we saw in the text 15, we saw Krishna's conch shell Panchanjanya. Krishna is addressed as Rishikesha, and we saw Dhananjaya and Paundra. So Bhima is referred, I'll just go back to the shloka. Bhima is referred as Vrakodara. Bhima Karma Vrakodara. Bhima is somebody who does lot of tasks, and these tasks that he does is Herculine, and whatever he eats in commensuration to that, he does the work. So when he is blowing the conch shell, it is also shattering the hearts of the hearts of the demons. So yeah, so this is the purport or explanation which we can understand from Bhagavad Gita 1.15. Then there are three shlokas here. Ananta Vijayam Raja, Kunti Putro Yudhishthira, Nakulo Sahadevascha, Sugosho Manipushpako. So here we see Ananta Vijayam. Ananta Vijayam is the conch shell which Yudhishthira is blowing, and Nakula and Sahadeva are blowing Sugosha and Manipushpaka. Here we need to understand one important thing. Yudhishthira is also referred as Raja. If you see in the second shloka, Duryodhana was referred as Raja, but here Yudhishthira is also referred as Raja. This Raja, Acharyas give an explanation that he has done a Rajasuya sacrifice, that is why he is called as Raja here. Then we have other list. Kasyascha Parameshwascha Shikandi cha Maharataha Tishtadrumyo Viratascha Satyakischa Parajita Drupado Draupadeyascha Sarvasha Prithvipate Sauvadascha Mahabaho Shankam Dradmo Pratak Pratak. So all the others are also blowing their respective conch shells. So there is no major takeaway from this other than the blowing of conch shells. So here we see Sagosho Dardharashtrana Hridayani Vyadarayat Nabascha Prithvyam Chaiva Tumulo Abhyananadayan. The blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of sons of Dhritarashtra. Here, one thing we should understand. If we go back to the Narasimha Leela of Narasimha Leela, we have two people. One is Prahlad Maharaj, and other one is Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu is pinnacle of material enjoyment. He took all boons from Brahma only to get material fulfillment of this material desires. On the other hand, Prahlad Maharaj, the main idea behind him was to always engage himself in spiritual bliss. He was not bothered about what is father is doing about things around him. He is always busy in politics and winning different kingdoms. But Prahlad Maharaj never bothered it. He was always chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and he was engaged in his spiritual activity like preaching, converting people from demonic nature to godly nature. So that was his main focus. Now, when Narasimhadev appeared and he killed Hiranyakashipu, none of the devtas were able to approach him. So that means what? All devtas are also people who want material enjoyment, but material enjoyment in a proper channel. But Prahlad Maharaj was always in spiritual mood. So he was completely devoid of any material desire. This is because Prahlad Maharaj is always praying. There is a very good shloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namas Tejas Tejas Havir Havir Bhava Vajranaka Vajra Damascha Karmashayam Randaya Randaya Tamo Gasa Gasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Bhuishtam Om Sham. Prahlad Maharaj is always praying that the biggest thing is to the attachment to fruitive activities. Please use your nails and teeth to rip that off, and so that we can fall to your feet, so that we can engage in the devotional service. So it is very interesting that even Brahma could not approach Narsimha and pacify him, but Prahlad Maharaj was able to pacify him because his heart was full of devotional service. So same way here, Pandava's heart was full of devotional service to Krishna, so their hearts never shattered. But whereas the hearts of Kauravas were full of material desires, so their hearts shattered. So it's a very good understanding. If we engage in devotional service, slowly our material desires go off, and when material desires go off, our fear goes off. So that is very interesting thing here. Hare Krishna. So we'll go to the next one. अथ व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा दादराष्ट्रान् कपिध्वज प्रवृत्ते शास्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डव. Rishikesham tadavakyam idam aha mahipate. So at that time, the son of Pandu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the sons of Dhritarashtra drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. So here, one important thing that we need to know is Kapidwaja. So there are two stories here. One story is when Arjuna is actually going on pilgrimage during his Vanvas. That time he comes to Rameshwaram. And in Rameshwaram, what happens is Arjuna is thinking why Lord Ramachandra has to use monkeys to build the bridge. Why he did not use his bowmen, bows and arrows to build a bridge. Why he has used monkeys? That is, he's just thinking like that. Then there is one monkey comes there. That monkey is telling to Arjuna, don't think like that. You construct a bridge of a bow and arrow, and see if no, if I am able to break it, then you should commit suicide. If uh, if I am not able to break, I will become your servant. Like that, that monkey challenges Arjuna. Then Arjuna is shooting arrows and making trying to make bridge, but this small monkey goes on top of the bridge and breaks it every time he is trying to build. Then Arjuna is thinking, what is happening here? When he is thinking like that, then a small Brahmana boy comes there. He says, what is happening? Why you are discussing like this? What is your discussion all about? So then Arjuna tells that this is what it is. We want, I have to now enter into fire because I couldn't make a bridge which can withstand the jumping of this monkey. Then that little boy tells, in any discussion like this, you require a judge. So since you did not have any judge, I'm going to be judge. Now you construct a bridge. Let that monkey jump. Now let us see what happens. So then um, Arjuna is once again constructing the bridge, and now monkey starts jumping on it, but it is not able to break. The similar bridge which he was able to break, now monkey is not able to break. Now slowly that monkey becomes big, and it becomes the real Hanuman. Even when he is Hanuman, he is not able to break. That time, Hanuman sees the child as Rama, and Arjuna sees that child as Krishna. So both of them fall to the feet of Lord, that Brahmana boy. And then Lord tells them, don't get into this type of discussions. It doesn't help anyone. So always ensure that you engage in a debate which is fruitful, not competing with one another. So then Krishna tells Hanuman, because he couldn't break the bridge, he has to become a servant, and he has to become the Dwaja in the chariot of Arjuna. So we can see that the chariot which Agni Dev gives to Arjuna, it already has Kapidwaja. It already has a monkey standard in it. Now, there is one more story here. There is one during the Vanavas section of Mahabharata, Pandavas Vanavasa section. There is Saugandhika flowers. Panchali is seeing Saugandhika flowers in one of the rivers near Badarikashram. So then she asked Bhima to get some more flowers so that they can offer it to Yudhishthira. So Bhima takes his club and travels up towards the source of the river. And on the way, he comes across a big monkey. And the monkey is very old, and he's trying to take rest. So that time Bhima, as a etiquette, says that you please take your tail off. I cannot cross over it. But monkey says, I'm so tired. I cannot do. I'm very old. but then you please move it yourself. Bhima tries to do it with a single hand, but he's not able to even move a single hair on the tail. Then he uses both his hands. He tries many times, but it's complete. He's not able to do. Finally, he realizes that it is Lord. No, it is Hanumanji, Bajrangji. So he falls to his feet and takes his blessings for his victory in the war. And he also requests him to be present personally in the flag of Arjuna. So in the previous case, it was semblance, like the we have our deity, no, we have our own altar in which we have Radha Madhav or any deity that we think is good for us, which inspires us. So it is like that. That was the original flag. But when Bhima requests Hanuman, then it becomes like original Hanuman is available in the flag. So in the flag which Arjuna was there, so Hanuman is personally present. So when Sanjaya is describing Kapidwaja, it is Hanuman personally present in the chariot. So this is one of the signs of victory. Here, there is one more point that we need to discuss, which is Mahipate. Mahipate is referring to Dhritarashtra. He is going to say that, "Oh, king of the world, soon you have to give up your kingship, because it will be taken away." That is what it means. So let us do a quick rewind of what we saw. So the signs of victory are Krishna's presence. Krishna is present inside of Pandavas, so it is a sign of victory. Then Krishna is referred as Madhava, so goddess of fortune. Then the venue Kurukshetra by itself is a sign of success of Pandavas, or sign of success of Dharma, so sign of success of Pandavas. Then Hanumanji in the Arjuna's flag, that is one of the sign. Then symbol of Vishnu, that is the conch shell. When Bhishma is blowing conch shell at the end of no at the end of Duryodhana's talk, so then it is a sign of victory. Then all the transcendental shells, Panchanjanyam, Devadrattam, um, then Ananta Vijayam, Sugosho, Mani Pushpako, all these are all signs of victory. Then we have symbol, then Bhishma's conch shell to pacify, Agni Dev's chariot. So this is another sign of victory, shattering the hearts because they are demons. Their hearts are getting shattered. So these are the 9 signs of victory. So today we have completed the slokas from 14 to 20. 14 to 20. Yeah. So now we are open for any questions. Please ask questions first from the directly from the subject that we discussed today. And if there are any other questions, then we can take after that.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat.
Thank you very much, Prabhu, for explaining the definition and the names of the consuls. Just wanted to understand what is the significance of those names. I mean, you did explain the meanings of the names, but why were those names given to the consuls? Why not any other names?
So see, this is bit of shastric. We have to accept what is given in Shastra. Now, for example, Krishna holds this conch shell for even before Mahabharata happened, and Arjuna is Naranarayana Rishi. So Gandiva is one form, he already has it. So these are all leelas to make things much more interesting, so that people start reading this and then take to devotional service at some point. So there is significance is there because everything associated with Lord and his devotees are personal. Everything has a name, everything has a form, everything has a variety. So on that basis, there's a name. But this name is eternal. It is already there in Shastras. It is available. So we need to just use it. We I really don't know why its name is like this. But if you go through the Bhagavatam, this is the name, uh, basis for the name for all this. There. Right now, I'm not able to give you Ananta Vijayam, Sugosha, Mani Pushpaka, but Panchanjanyam and Devadatam, there is a clear description from Acharyas why it is given that name.
Okay, thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
One question we can ask. So, what do we know from what is that we need to do, take for our daily life from this? How does it help in our daily life? In our daily life, we need to see that if we are associated with Krishna, then we are more or less, we are always fighting against Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Then we are fighting against Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, Adhyatmik Klesh. So we are always fight. That is a disturbance among us, no, within us, disturbance from devatas, disturbance from other living entities. So we are always having these disturbances. So how we will overcome all this? This is possible. Mameva ye prapadyante mayametam tarantite. This is one. Daiviyesha gunami mama maya duratya mameva ye prapadyante mayametam tarantite. So that is one. Then mamevamsa jivaloke jiva bhuta sanatana manasastani indriyani prakriti krishyati. So one is Maya is very powerful. So the jiva is under the control of Maya. But if the soul surrenders unto me, it can easily overcome the Maya. So that is one. Second, this jiva is also my part and parcel. So when this part and parcel starts aligning with me in my in the general devotional service, then they can easily overcome this. So will this overcoming happen instantaneously? No, it happens slowly, just like a person suffering from jaundice has to take a sugar candy. The tongue cannot taste, but slowly, as the sugar candy melts, the disease goes off and the taste appears on the tongue. So same way, when we start practicing devotional service, slowly the problems go off. We start understanding that all these problems could be bigger, but because Lord is available, these problems appear very, very small, and He gives me the mental strength to cross over it faster so that I can engage in the devotional service actively. So this mindset comes with devotional service. This is one of the key takeaways that we should take from all these shlokas. Any other question? Are you able to see the screen, or you're
Yes,
able to
Prabhuji.
see my video also?
Yeah, we are able to see the screen and the videos.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Any other question? Okay, so then I just want to go back here. There are some questions which I wrote down. What are the three conditions to be taken while reading Bhagavad Gita? Who is considered the fortunate person? What is the specific standard of Bhagavad Gita? Why did Dhritarashtra become fearful? What is the significance of word Dharma Kshetra? So, if you for answers for all this is there in the first first shloka. So, We need to read Bhagavad Gita very scrutinizingly with the help of a person who is devotee of Krishna and try to understand it without personally. So this is the answer for the first question. Three conditions. Okay. Then who is considered fortunate? In line of, so he is most fortunate person. So whoever comes in contact with Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita is a fortunate person. Ideally, that is what Prabhupada is meaning here. Then, what is contained in Bhagavad Gita? What is the? It is the specific. It is contained. It contains things which is not there in other scriptures. So, to understand this, let us go to the introduction. So you can see this. This is shloka written by Shankaracharya. It's called as Gita Mahatmya. And here we can see how he praises the Gita. This Gita Upanishad, Sarvopanishado Ghava Dogdo Gopala Nandana Parthos Vastu Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gita Amritam Mahat. This Gita Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, the essence of all Upanishad, is just like a cow. And Lord Krishna, who is famous as a coward boy, is milking this cow. Arjuna is just like a calf and learns karnas, and pure devotees are to drink the nectarian milk of Bhagavad Gita. So this is one. And then you can see here, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam, Eko Deva Devaki Putra Eva, Eko Mantras Tasya Namani Yani, Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Seva. In the present day, people are very much eager to have one scripture, one God, one religion, one occupation. Therefore, Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Geetam. Let there be only one scriptures, one common scripture for the whole world, which is Bhagavad Gita. Eko Devo Devaki Putraiva. Let there be one God for the whole world, Sri Krishna. Eko Mantrastasya Namani. One name, one mantra, one prayer. The chanting of his name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Karmapi Ekam Tasya Devasya Deva. So this is the standard of Gita. So if you see here, if you go back to the question which is written here, what is the specific standard of Gita? So it is it contains things which is not in other scriptures. How do we know this? Adi Shankara has given this. He is Acharya. So we have to read the Gita Mahatmya slokas. Why did Dhritarashtra become fearful? So this is something which we can go back there. Dhritarashtra became very fearful. So it is thinking that the holy place may impact the winning opportunity or his sons getting the kingdom, or it may favor Pandus favorably. So these are the lines here. Dhritarashtra became fearful about the influence of holy place on the outcome. He knew very well this would influence Arjuna and the sons of Pandu favorably because they are by nature virtuous. So, so this is the answer for the that question. And then, what is the significance of word Dharmashetre, Kurukshetre, apart from the historical and Vedic thing? If you go back again to this, So you can see that Sri Krishna wants to remove unwanted plants, that is Dhritarashtra's sons, and uh, establish the rule of Yudhishthira. So that is the significance of this word. So, yes. I think I will try to bring some more questions on other slokas. Then I think it would be helpful. Okay. Any other thing? Any other question? Is this very fast or it's too slow or what do you think?
Yes, I feel this is okay, Prabhu.
Okay. Cool. So next week, I think next week we should be looking at Krishna as Bhaktavatsala. This will be also an interesting place. Okay, if there are no questions, no further questions, then we can stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Vacha Kalpatarabhyascha, Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo, Namo Namaha. Antakuri Vaishnavindi ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bol Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Wonderful.
Hare Krishna.